Hey guys, JoeKing here to talk to you about the top 5 most basic Super Smash Bros. Fighters. Now these are the fighters that I feel personally are very basic, don't have way too much weird jank up for them, but at the same time are very strong in general. If you enjoy the list, make sure to press that like button and let's get this started. So the first person I'd have to put on this list is of course Jigglypuff. Now the reason why I put Jigglypuff on this list is because her game plan is actually really not way too complex. All you have to do is forward air, back air, and side B to create a huge wall of hitboxes that can of course stop the opponent. Now, while this is very simple in context, it can be really hard to actually pull off in a game because of course the shielded mechanic, so what you'll have to do most of the time is actually forward air and back off with your second jump, or just forward air and then immediately retreat and go for some of your ground moves. Jigglypuff is a very simple design character, but can be a little bit hard to pull off. Kirby seems to be one of those characters that everybody picks up when they do barely start the game, and I feel like there is a reason for this. Mainly the reason that a lot of his moves do combo each other very well, very easily. He has a really good grab, and also he has a lot of function to still box people out, but also go in. Kirby does have a lot of different stuff that he can do, but at the same time, he really doesn't have way too many custom combos. Most of his combos are just the same thing over and over again, like a forward throw, forward air, re-grab, forward throw, then try to go for a back air, or you can just try to go for back air into back air. There really isn't way too much you can do with Kirby, but at the same time, he does have a very strong game plan. He's a very good character, he just doesn't have way too much different stuff about him. I personally felt like Pit has always been one of these characters for me that's been very simple to play in Super Smash Bros., especially once this game did come out for the 3DS. Right as the game got released, I felt Pit actually wasn't way too hard to play. Pit has a very simple playstyle. Essentially, it's either go straight up in, get some combos, get forward throw, down throw combos, get whatever you want, forward air, neutral air, add all your moves together, and then end it off with a very powerful smash attack or side B, or stay very far away with forward airs and back airs, and then also go for a neutral B to try to get some zoning. Those are essentially the things that Pit does. Also, he does have a very basic recovery. You pretty much just press up B and you get right back onto the stage. There's really not way too much weird and different stuff about Pit, but overall he still is a very strong character. Now, of course, everybody has seen or at least played versus a Ness, and a lot of people do complain about how Ness is brain dead or how Ness is way too easy to use, too simple to use, but at the same time, I feel like that actually is a very good positive about Ness. He's really not way too hard to use. Now, of course, if you are fighting at a tournament level, he can be pretty hard to pull out of all his combos and use them against tournament level player that'll shield a lot and counter your stuff, but against the majority of players on the game, really it's not way too hard. You space really easily with your forward air, you have a really good get off me move with your nair that can combo into itself, your down kill can chain itself into a side smash, and also you do have that side B, which is extremely annoying, which can combo into a down throw, forward air, forward air. He has very simple game plan, he has very simple combos, but at the same time, he does have a lot of rewards for all these things that he does put in, and overall, I don't think he's way too hard to play, but he's a very strong character nonetheless. So my number one simple character is Mario. Now Mario is the person that I would really recommend to anybody that hasn't gotten way too much into the game and wants to be competitive. Mario is a very strong contender for being one of the best characters in the game. He does pretty well versus Sheik and pretty well versus all the top tiers, to be honest. He doesn't have the most skill that you have to put in, and you will get a reward out of it for not even having the most skill, but at the same time, he does have a lot of fun stuff he can do. He can space with his neutral B, he can go in all that he wants to with all of his combos, he just has an amazing combo game, and then he can end it off with some of his great smashes. Of course, he is a very basic character, there isn't way too much about him, he just ticks like a normal person, but if you want somebody that's more normal, or if you want somebody that you want to get competitive as, but don't want to put in way too much time, Mario might be the man for you. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you did enjoy this list. If you did enjoy this list, and you thought it was pretty accurate, then make sure to leave a like, and comment down below if you thought it was accurate or inaccurate, and make sure to tell me your opinion in the comment section below. Also press the subscribe button, and I'll be seeing you all next time.